Our top focus on Gravitas tonight. The war that began in Gaza has now spilled across borders, leaving a trail of utter destruction and bloodshed. In Gaza alone, the lives of over 50,000 Palestinians have already been lost. And since the ceasefire crumbled on March 18th, at least 850 more have died in relentless Israeli airstrikes. And Israel has now widened its military campaign, targeting Syria and Lebanon with equal intensity. Early this morning, Israeli fighter jets bombed a shelter in Jabalia, northern Gaza. Among the dead was Abdel Latif al-Qwana, a spokesperson for Hamas. According to Al Jazeera, the strike also wounded several others, including children. Meanwhile, in Gaza City, 6 members of the same family were killed following an Israeli strike in Khan Yunis. Israel conducted a series of airstrikes that reportedly struck 3 residential areas. According to reports, at least 1 person died in these strikes, while 3 others were injured. In Gaza's northern city of Beit Lahia, bodies of at least 11 people have been recovered from the rubble of a residential area following an Israeli strike that occurred at early dawn. Amidst the unrelenting strikes, the death toll in Gaza continues to rise, with the enclave's health ministry reporting 25 deaths and 82 injuries in just the last 24 hours. But this war no longer stops at Gaza's borders. In southern Lebanon, Israeli strikes have killed at least 4 individuals in 2 different attacks, with Israel claiming to have targeted Hezbollah operatives in Lebanon. According to local reports, an Israeli drone attack on a car near Lebanon's Yomor killed at least 3 people, adding that simultaneously artillery shells pounded the surrounding area. The Israeli military, in a statement, said that they identified several Hezbollah militants who were transferring weapons in the area before initiating a strike. While the IDF also released footage of another drone attack in Lebanon's Marob that it said was directed at a Hezbollah battalion commander who they claim was responsible for planning attacks against Israeli civilians and troops. So we told you about Israeli airstrikes in Gaza and Lebanon. Meanwhile, Syria has not been spared either. Israeli missiles struck an ammunition warehouse in Syria's port city of Latakia. The missile barrage reportedly caused major destructions. And visuals on your screens right now show a massive explosion following the airstrikes. And amid all this chaos, where Israel continues to attack Gaza, Lebanon and Syria, Israel itself faces unrest. Thousands of Israelis are taking to the streets, demanding action to bring home hostages held by Hamas. Demonstrators have rallied outside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence and the country's parliament as well, calling for immediate elections and a shift in government strategy. Bibi, however, remains defiant. In a statement to the Knesset, he threatened to seize parts of Gaza if Hamas failed to release the remaining hostages still held in Gaza.
The fighting in Gaza continues. The more Hamas continues in its refusal to release our hostages, the more powerful the repression we exert will be. And I say to you, members of the Knesset, and I say it to Hamas as well, this includes seizing territory, and it includes other things that I'm not going to specify here.
Meanwhile, the country's defense minister, Israel Katz, urged Gaza residents to evacuate as the Israeli military prepares to intensify its operations in Gaza.
Residents of Gaza, the IDF will soon operate in force in additional areas of Gaza, and you will be required to evacuate for your own protection from the combat zones. The plans are already prepared and approved. Hamas is endangering your lives and will cause you to lose your homes and more territory that will be annexed to the Israeli defense system.
West Asia is clearly on the boil. The fragile ceasefires have disintegrated. leaving countries and millions of people under the threat of escalating violence. As Israeli airstrikes stretched across Gaza, Lebanon and Syria, and demonstrations mount at home, the question remains: how much longer can this region endure such bloodshed? And more importantly, what price will peace demand in West Asia?